Hi and welcome to part 2 of our seascape painting of Anthony Gormley's statues at Crosby Beach. So we've allowed the sky to dry now, and I've just taken out the pencil line of the horizon, and I have started doing the beach, which I did video, but unfortunately we ran out of space on my phone, so the girls have just tinkered with that a bit and released some space, so that's why I'm a little bit further forward. Anyway, let's get going. So what I've done is I've just put a little bit of Payne's grey across the front of the painting. And all I'm doing is just getting a little bit of Payne's grey on my brush, and I'm just sweeping really lightly across like this. And can you see as I'm sweeping, I'm just getting all these little bits of white showing through, so I'm not covering the whole of the page. And it's just like the sun is just reflecting down onto the beach. So what I'm going to do is just very, very lightly do this and build it up and build it up, with the idea that we've got darker colours at the front of the page and lighter colours towards the back, and that will just help us with our perspective. So I put a little bit of cobalt blue there. So all the colours we put in the sky we're going to put into our beach. So just gliding the brush very lightly across and leaving some of these white bits of the paper showing, just like sun reflecting on the beach because the tide's out. Apparently when the tide is in at Crosby Beach, I've never been when it's been in, the statues are submerged up to their necks in water. So when you do go, if you haven't been, you can see, how the statues have been affected by the tide, and some of them are, have fallen to one side and or are covered in sand up to the knees. It's just so beautiful, just a statement on life, isn't it? The ebbs and flows of life. So getting some other colours in now, I'm going to go with a little bit of yellow ochre. But want it to be the sort of dirted colours. So let's just put a flash of it across here. There, you see how I'm doing it sort of stronger at the sides. Like that. Just almost scrubbing it along. Okay. I've just left that little bit of white there. So I'm just going to dirty that up a bit. So I'm just going to get a little bit of blue in onto that. Just a little bit there. And then maybe a bit more Payne's grey, or I could put some indigo in. So I'm just building up really slowly. So it's darker at the sides as well. Just hugging that horizon. So keep, don't just blindly launch into it. Keep stopping, looking back. Is the light shining in the right places? Do you need to fill in more? Do you need other colours in? Just assess it all the time. Just going to put a little bit more blue in there. Maybe go with a little bit of our burnt sienna as well here. Because remember, the burnt sienna and the blue make a lovely grey colour anyway. Just going to soften that bit off there. I just feel that's got a bit heavy. It's better. So yeah, just lightly, and just keep building up and building up. Don't have the expectation that you're going to do it all in one go. Are you all right there, Lou?
Yeah.
You got an aching arm?
No, I just nearly fell over.
Oh. Okay. Don't fall over, darling. Come round to this side of me. That'll be easy for me to get to the paint. That's better, darling. Okay. You're right. So I've just got a little bit more yellow ochre now onto this side, because we're a lot more sort of sunny on this side, aren't we? So let's try and get reflect some of that in there. There, it's starting to come together now. I just want to dirty that side up a little bit. It's just a bit too fresh. Just a little bit of Payne's grey in there, or you could add a little bit of indigo. I mean, you won't, you know, obviously yellow and blue make green, and you will get that if it was a fresher yellow, but because it's such a dirty yellow anyway, isn't it? Yellow ochre, you should be okay, really. And if it does go a bit green, just add some, you can just add a little bit of Payne's grey to it anyway. I'm just going to clean that up because I'm not happy with that little bit, just to remove that there. That's better. Okay. So just going to put a little bit, I just feel like it just needs a little bit more at the front. So just the tiniest bit of paint on your brush and not much water, so you get this dry scraping across like that. So I think that looks pretty lovely actually. I might just put a little bit more blue in. Just a little bit more blue here. Okay, so we are going to let that dry now, and then we can start adding our statues in and our final bits of the painting. We can put a few birds in. So just there, just looking all the time at, you know, how it looks. I'm just going to add a little bit more depth of colour at the front. So I'm just going to go in with a little bit of Payne's grey and indigo there. So that's it. So that's the end of video 2, and I will see you back again on video 3. Thank you.